Hello, this is episode 30 of 100 series of self-reflection. Um, so today I was thinking about, um, I don't know if we call it my body or my weight gain journey or my weight loss journey, but so let's start from the childhood. I always was a chubby kid. I was born around 5 kilogram. We're talking about 10 pound. And in my culture, it's about how much the kid is chubby, how much they are healthy, and so they have these traditions and customs about feeding the children even when they are 3 months or 6 months, stuff that now we don't feed them to the children. So I remember that I was just eating whatever they are offering me because I was a kid. Um, I think I was 2 or 3 years old, and this is an old story that my mom wanted to clean the house, and she wanted something just to distract me and my siblings. So she offered us clementine, and it's not only 1 or 2 kilos of clementine, okay, maybe 2 or 3 boxes of clementine. And I remember that what they told me, that my uncle just came to visit us, and he saw me sitting eating the clementine, and he told my mom, like, just she had a lot. Before getting my period for the first time, I was just gaining weight, but no one paid attention. I didn't pay attention. It was just like, the children weight or stuff like this. And since I was the unwanted child, so I was like just eating to cover the frustration or the sadness that I'm passing through it, or just the anger or stuff like this. So when I got my period for the first time, no one explained to me about it, of course, but just because I was seeing my siblings using the pads, so I was, for me, like, even I remember that day that my mom didn't respond to me because she has visitors, so my aunts were visiting. So one of my sisters just gave me the pad, and she was like, just use it. So I had my period on age of 13, and age of 16, I think 16, 17, because I started gaining weight, and they were like, what's happening? Why you are just like fat like this? Stop eating. So you have to figure out what to do. And since one of two of my siblings, they had problem in the thyroid, so so my parents decided to do the test, and they discovered that I have thyroid that doesn't function well. And my journey started in gaining weight and just dieting. Oh my god, so I tried everything until 2021. Any diet that you can name it, I tried it. Anything. I had many copies of diets. I visited many dietitian and nutritionists around Lebanon. Just I can tell, yeah. So whenever someone just tell me that I'm going to this dietitian, oh my God, yeah, I know her, I visited her. Oh, I'm going to this nutritionist, oh, I know him, I visited him, I was with him, working with him. I spent days and nights and gatherings and celebration just sitting on a side, not on the table with the family, because I cannot eat with what they are eating. I remember that once we had a celebration and they were eating turkey or something like this, and I was eating lemons and clementine and bananas and soup, veggie soup. So and then in 2011, I did the bypass surgery and I lost 25 kilos. I started working on myself more, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied. And the people kept telling me that you are fat. You did the surgery, but you didn't succeed in it. You didn't. So my other sister did the bypass, but she's too skinny. You look at her, you feel like she's sick, and she was always sick. I remember that many days I was just waking up early in the morning, taking her to the emergency room. So because I was frustrated, I came back to eat as normal, and just the people kept telling me very bad stuff like no one will marry you unless you lose the weight, and are you kidding, you want to date? And I couldn't find any clothing that suits me, so I wasn't going to any weddings or celebrations because I couldn't find any clothing. And I was always being bullied about that. So in 2017, at the end of 2017, my dad got sick, and we had to take him to the emergency room. He spent around 10 days in the NCU, and then within 3 weeks he just passed away. And just during these 3 weeks I was just commuting between my work in the village and where he's living with my siblings and my mom in the city. So it was like just I'm eating to cover the anger and just the sadness that I'm passing through it for the second time. At the end of 2018, my mom got sick again, and just the family was very, and I was going to be engaged, and the family was very distracted. We weren't attached to each other, so it was like who wants to prove that they are better child, and we felt, my two siblings and I, we felt that we are left. And since I'm the one who knows what to do in critical situation and who knows how to stand up, so I had to put myself on a side, be there for my mother, and for my siblings and for the family. So I was like working from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5 and coming back home and spend the night with my mother because she wasn't sleeping, and doing the same the next day. So of course I wasn't eating well, and I started gaining weight, and just I was eating because I wanted energy. I don't have the energy. I wasn't sleeping more than 2 3 hours during the night. I was always tired. I was always frustrated. I was always angry, and I didn't have a good support system around me. So then after that, in 2000, so my mom passed away in 2019, in May 2019, and it was just a different story. I gained the 25 kilos that I lost, 25, 30 kilos that I lost, I gained them again. And I was doing a diet and I didn't lose anything. And in December 2020, I arrived to Canada, and in 21 I discovered that in February 21, in February, no, in yes, in February 22, I discovered that I have a fatty liver and enlarged spleen, and we did all the tests and the scan, and just we discovered that nothing serious, but just I have to lose weight. So I was shocked. So I decided to start taking care of myself, and I'm in my fitness journey from July 2022 until now. I lost 25 kilos. I cannot say that I'm satisfied. I'm always asking for more. There's around 10 to 13 kilos that I want to lose, and just I cannot talk about this out loud with anyone. It's just I'm blaming myself for gaining the 30 kilos from 2017 till 2022. I'm blaming myself on this, although it wasn't in my hand. It was like I lost my parents within less than 2 years, and I moved to a new country. I started living with my husband, and just so when we talk about this when we talk about this in media or in public, people doesn't understand that there's are factors that affect your weight gaining. It's not only about eating. Sleeping play a role, having a lot of frustrations and sadness in your life, dealing with a hard situation, just and not being able to vent all of what you are passing through as well. So although now I can wear whatever I want, and I'm finding clothing, and I always wanted to be this gym girl, so I'm now a gym girl, and I'm taking care of myself. Of course I'm in a better place, but I still see myself a fat person because my brain till now didn't accept that, or didn't recognize that I'm not fat anymore. And I'm still hearing all the bullying in my mind. So just a message for everyone who's struggling with their body, with their weight, either gaining weight or losing weight. um, I know it's not easy. I know that I remember that when the doctor told me that you just have to lose weight, I laughed and I told him that I was doing this my whole life. It's not just like this. So yeah, it can be hectic. It can be exhausting, but just believe in yourself and take it easy. It's not a button that you can push it. It's a process. It's a journey, and just be yourself.